Welcome to day 272 on Heavy Hippies Road to Fitness. Over the last few weeks, month, I've said no more videos until I hit 100 pounds off. I stand before you today 102 pounds lighter than when I started this journey. The most consistent weight that I found when I started was through some certified scales, through GNC and a couple other places that have certified scales, and that had me 330 or 331, 229, so I considered my starting weight for this program 330 pounds. Last night, because I didn't wait till this morning to get on the scale, last night I weighed in at 227.5 pounds. So we're going to call that 228 pounds. 102 pounds off. I want to start by saying thank you to some very special people. Thank you, Rich Graham, for making videos that made me want to get off my ass. Thank you, author Boorman, for putting your story out there and showing me that people that think that there's no hope for them can indeed change their lives. Thank you, Diamond Dallas Page, for putting together an exercise program that makes it possible for people of any fitness, of any disability, of any condition to start their journey back to being a healthy person. Thank you, Drifter, for Gamer Fitness Season 2. If it weren't for that, I'm not sure I would have stayed engaged. That challenge kept me engaged for the first 2 months of my journey. Thank you, Team DDP Yoga, for keeping me accountable. Thank you, Melanie Stamen, for the DDP Yoga program for my birthday back 9 months ago. Thank you, Rose White, for the Manduka yoga mat. Now, trust me, I don't get paid by anybody to say anything. Manduka mats are awesome. DDP Yoga exercise program is awesome. Alright, as I said, I've lost 102 pounds, so I think now is a good time to go back over my goals that I set back on day one and revisit them and maybe reset them. One of my goals was to run a Spartan sprint. That goal is getting readjusted simply because that race is an elite level race, and I honestly am more interested in weight loss than purely working on building my upper body up to compete in that race. Another goal that I'd set was to be in the best shape of my life. I think I am there. If this isn't the best shape of my life, I don't know when it was. It certainly has not been in the last 15 years. Readjusting my goals, since I've hit a big one already with 100 pounds off, I've had a hard time figuring out what I want my year one goal to be. So I think that I'm going to set that at 210 pounds. I think that's going to be hard but achievable, and that's the goals I like. In March, I'll be running my first 10K. Now that's something that I didn't think I would ever do. I was intimidated by the phrase 5K back before I started this program, but I had ran my first 5K within the first few months of starting this program. Now I've committed myself to running a 10K in March, so look forward to that. Another goal I had set for myself was being in good enough condition to get to work. Over the last month, I have gone back to Chesterfield Training Security Academy. I've gotten my basic security certification, my armed security certification, my armed security with the arrest authority certification. So I'm ready. All I'm waiting on is my registration card from DCJS to come in the mail, and I'm ready to go back to work as an armed security officer. I had a little nostalgia moment about going back to work as a police officer, but my wife quickly reminded me of why I got out of police work, and that helped me with that decision real quick. Now I want to talk a little bit about some long-term goals of mine. One's going to happen pretty quick, one's going to take a little bit longer. These are both equally important to me, just one I'll be able to get done a lot quicker. Within the next few months, I hope to be a certified DDP yoga instructor. I think that is going to be an outstanding thing for me to do, because I am living proof that DDP yoga can change people's lives. I'm absolutely blown away by the results that I've had following the DDP yoga exercise program and nutritional program. Let me just take a minute right there to say, anybody that thinks they're going to do exercise and lose weight and not eat right, you're dreaming. It's not going to happen, okay? Eating right is every bit as important as regular exercise. But I'll save that for another video, because you're going to be seeing a lot more videos of me. Another goal I have is to become a certified firearms instructor. While I was in armed security training, I was very disappointed in the amount of training that an armed security officer has to have to carry a gun at work. It blew my mind how little knowledge and how little training you actually have to do. When I went through the police academy, we took 1,200 rounds to our training week for firearms. 1,000 practice rounds, and then 200 rounds of what we carry ammo. Got off on a tangent there. Sorry about that. Anyway, my point is, we had to fire 1,200 rounds to become proficient enough to carry a firearm in public. Armed security officers have 100 rounds fired. Okay? This is not acceptable. Something else is, while I was in that class, part of that class was the class for concealed carry. You don't even have to shoot a gun to get a concealed carry license. These are things that need to change. People need real training with real firearms if they're going to carry. I feel like I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent, but again, this is something I'm very passionate about, and I'm sure it's coming through. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this video, because this is just one milestone along a journey of 1,000 miles. Look forward to more accountability out of me. I'll be trying to get back, well, no, there's no trying. I will be getting back to weekly videos from here on out. So, until next week, I say thank you, keep yourself accountable, and bang!